So, beach friends, you ready to do some kayaking and some exploring? Excellent, because that is exactly what I have in mind. So I'm going to kayak to our destination today. I am kayaking to Keewaydin, and we will be exploring the north end of the island. If you are new to my channel, I've never been here, well, I wander around islands and beaches looking for seashells and all sorts of other fun things that are out there. So today we're definitely going to find seashells. We're also going to find a couple of sand dollars, just in case you like those. Sea glass, I got you covered there too. We find some of that. Fossils, yep, I'm gonna find that too. And again, of course, like I said, the seashells. So I'm kayaking over to the north end of Keewaydin. And what I like about this, no hotels, no condos, no cars, no road, just us and the island. So if you're ready to see what's out there for us today, let's go to the beach. Okay, we have made it over to Keewaydin Island. There is a couple of ways you can get here. You can charter your own boat. You can hitch a ride with the Hemingway shuttle. I hitched a kayak ride over here with SWFL Shell Guide. So there's a couple different ways you can get here. We are not going to see anybody except the other people on my little tour. No other people. So this is one of my favorite ways to get out there. There's nobody else around. That's kind of fun. So this is a jingle, and typically you only find the top of the jingle, not the bottom. The bottom is usually stuck to something. It's got these threads that kind of go through that little hole in the bottom and attach itself to rocks and things of that nature. So fun to get the whole shell. That is a paper fig, a very dirty paper fig. There's this kind of high, this massive high rack line with all this stuff, and it happens. You'll see some urchins here. There's some paper figs, so that's, yep, there's some short-spined sea urchins. We will find those sometimes. So that's up here, and not surprising, the light stuff kind of gets pushed up here. Now that I'm going to try to hold on to. I'm going to put that in my little handy dandy container that's in my shell bag and see if I can get that home in one piece. And these paper figs, they're kind of delicate as well, but I'll at least, grab the good ones and hope that most of them make their way intact back home. We shall see. Whole bunch of those paper figs. All right, so I'm done kind of messing around up on the rack line and in the water. Got this nice size shark eye. Bummer, it's kind of broken and beat up. So we're gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna collect that. Perhaps somebody else needs something like that in their collection. What do we have here? Oh, a Florida fighting conch. Beautiful and collectible, empty. Looks like the birds are having a nice afternoon. And what I try to tell you all is I end up creeping down the beach anyway. I try not to make eye contact with the birds so they don't fly away. I just kind of try to give them space as much as I can. So I see some, what do I see in there? Some of the plovers, maybe there was terns in there. I'm more of a shell girl anyway. Ooh, not too shabby. So I'm going to try to keep my distance from the birds while I'm still able to snag some of those seashells. Like, nice. That is a gorgeous alphabet cone. Awesome. Yep, all right. Looking pretty good if you're going to ask me. That is a very desirable shell. I'm happy to be here. What else? An apple murex. Oh, very nice. Yep. So the apple murex is one of the few different in the murex family that we, the shells that we'll see down here. Oh, I do so love experiencing nature doing its thing. Awesome. Okay, a Florida cone. On the beat up side, still, relatively intact. Okay, so I do spy a critter here. We have a blue-eyed hermit crab. And I'm kind of hoping sometimes, well, most of the time they do this weird flicking thing. They kind of come out, and then they just pull right back in their shell. And this particular crab did it kind of over and over. It was kind of tormenting me, saying, all right, I'm going to come out and say hi. Nah, I changed my mind. So I was hoping, sometimes they do come out and they kind of like groom themselves so we can get a really good look at them. That was not the case with this crab. So I let it do its cool little flicking thing a couple times and decided I'll just let it be. And then check this out. So it was interested in that other shell. And I'm like, no way. Am I going to get to see it maybe change shells? So I just kind of wait. It's inspecting. I don't know what turned it off. It said, nah. So it's going to keep moving. Womp womp. Okay. What do I see? Another shark eye. Oh, yay. This one's intact. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, very nice. It's got a little red eye. Would we call that like a tired shark eye? Hangover shark eye? A little red eye on that. Neato. Oh, what else did I spy? A mossy arc. They're fun little shells. Yep, you can tell it's an arc. It's got that straight hinge line. A mossy arc. Oh dear. All right, I see green. Is it sea glass or garbage? This particular time, it's garbage. What about this time? Let's see. All right, that, I'm going to consider that legitimate sea glass. It's beat up enough. It doesn't have any like rough edges. That first piece, I'll recycle. That one, though, I'm going to hold on to. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that beach glass. Oh, and I do believe we have a critter here. We do. So another Florida fighting conch. Oh, lovely shell. Very nice with those zigzags. But there's a critter. And the critter's, yep, very sedentary. So we'll leave this critter be. So this is in the afternoon. Low tide did happen to be in the afternoon. Another piece of glass. That's garbage. Get that off the beach. Oh, and here we have a calico clam. Doesn't it look like a designer shell? I don't know. There's something about those calico clams. Even the clams are pretty. Now, kitten paws, I kind of feel like they're always around. I don't always pay attention to them. Maybe they're not always around, but they're definitely not uncommon. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I do see the ponderous arcs. I see some other broken clams and stuff. Some of these that are out there, I don't collect them. The apple murex, this one I definitely do collect. However, the critter is not done with its shell yet. So that gooey kind of substance in the shell is the actual snail. And we got a snail here too. Pretty shell though. Oh man, that's a really pretty shell. You are doing an excellent job decorating, my friend. Okay, we'll put you back. It's nice. The water obviously is super clear. Very nice. Oh, that's alive. I can tell by that little black thing kind of sticking at the end. Another live apple murex. Okay. Put you back. And looking. Another live apple murex. Another live apple murex. So there was a apple murex party apparently. Obviously I was not invited. I'm not an apple murex. But nice, I'm not going to crash the party. I'm going to let them do their thing. What I was kind of hoping is that I'd be able to get a little bit better of a look if I put my camera underwater. Now, I was right. Normally you would get a better look, but I don't go underwater with the camera sometimes. I just kind of put it underwater, point it, and hope for the best. And I didn't really capture anything very interesting. I tried because there were a lot of those live apple murex. Here we have one, perhaps eating a fighting conch. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I pick the shell up and I'm like, oh dear. So good luck, fellas. Now this was kind of neat. There's a shell that's called a carrier shell. And at first I thought, ooh, is this maybe one? But those are all like little oysters. And I think they're still alive. So regardless of what is going on here, I don't take anything that's I think might be alive from the beach. So I'm going to leave it. Just wanted to kind of check it out, share that with y'all, and keep it moving. All right, what do we got here? Oh, another crab. Another one of those blue-eyed hermit crabs. And this one's going to do the same thing. It's just going to kind of torment me. So I'm going to come out, change my mind. So that is this called a blue-eyed hermit crab? We have another hermit crab that's red and very large. That is not one of them. Usually you see those in the real big shells, but they're pretty strong. Those fighting conch shells are pretty heavy. Sea glass or garbage? That's right in the middle, right? I probably would classify that as garbage. A worm snail. I kind of like the way that the worm snails look when they're mixed in with all the other shells, so I do tend to pick up a lot of them. Oh, little moon snail. Excellent. Oh, now see, this was so interesting. The moon snails often will have other drill holes in them from moon snails or other drills, and this one didn't get all the way through. It was thwarted. I think that's really neat. I'm going to hold on to that neat shark eye. And oh dear. All right. Another piece of glass, not sea glass. Yeah, that's just garbage. We will get that off the beach. All right. Here we have a Florida fighting conch, complete with a critter. So in this case, just because I know the water's, the tide's coming back in, but I'm gonna give a little critter a ride. There you go. I see. Oh, I thought that was a nutmeg, but you know what? That's an alphabet cone. Sweet. The ones here seem to be more yellow. The ones I find on Kais seem to be more that chocolate color. Just making an observation, not complaining at all one way or the other. Oh, very nice. Alphabet cones are one of those shells. I'm just always very excited when they show up. Very desirable shell. Yay! Okay, are there any more? Because where there's one, there could be others. So it's one of the other people on my shell tour, but that's about it. We're not going to see crowds or anything. That is for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm liking that aperture because it's a really dark color. So underneath there, it's almost like a black color, right? So I'm so invested in the shell. I want to wash it off, take a peek. Oh, yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah. Gorgeous Florida fighting conch. Awesome. Okay, a yellow prickly cockle. I would assume it gets its name from its yellow color, so that is a prickly cockle. I like the Florida prickly cockles too. See if we can find one of those today. It's looking pretty dry up here. Stuff has probably been here a minute. Oh, there's a lace murex. Oh, it's real. It's kind of frilly. It's got a little bit of a pink. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Oh, it's very lacy. A lace murex. Oh, a sand dollar. Also known as a keyhole urchin. Oh, bummer. Yeah, we'll leave that one. Oh, this one's much better. So I'm going to just do a quick exchange. Everything had the same kind of color. I was kind of wondering what I was looking at, but here we have a lightning whelk, and that's why sometimes texture really comes into play. Everything kind of looks the same, but you're going to be looking for different shapes and different textures. Lovely lightning whelk. Oh yay, another little sand dollar. Oh, it's so pretty. Awesome. Awesome little sand dollar. Now I have a little hard container, and I talk about this. I always have a little hard container in my shell bag. That is a pear whelk. And so the delicate and tiny things will go into that little Tupperware that I kind of keep with me. So the Cinctura hunteria and a pear whelk. Awesome. What do we have? Oh, a shark eye. Very nice. I hardly ever find like the really big ones. They exist. I just really adore those shark eyes. Another lightning whelk. Man, yeah, I just can't believe that shells like that, they're just sitting out on the beach. This gorgeous lightning whelk. Just sitting there, waiting for someone to come by and appreciate it. So that first shell was a crown conch. That is another apple murex. The apple's in pretty good shape. That's looking pretty good. I probably will hold on to that. Now this crown, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure that the color will not be coming back to that shell, so I'm just going to leave it here at the beach. Oh, Buttercup Lucine, so we'll do a little bit of an exchange. I'll hold on to that Buttercup Lucine. I guess it was Apple Murex Day here at Key Wading. Whoa, that one is neat. Okay, and I know every single one is different, so I can collect 15 of them, and there's going to be something a little different about every single one of them. I did see that sand dollar. Oh, apparently there was 2. So we have 2 sand dollars. Do love a good sand dollar. It's already, all the work has been cleaned. They're white. Awesome. That's a nice looking scallop too. Now I suspect that is a bay scallop. The calico scallops do not get that big. Either way, nice to find a scallop that big. A little unusual. Now speaking of unusual, check this out. So I think, big question mark, I think that's an Atlantic pearl oyster. Really cool. Now I don't get to find stuff like that often, so I don't, I'm not able to identify it right away, but that's what I think. I'm like 90% sure that that's an Atlantic pearl oyster. Not positive. If anybody knows for sure, if you would leave me a comment, that would be awesome. I think we're looking at a pearl oyster. Kind of cool. Very cool. So I was playing around up there. I'm back down a little bit closer to the water, and it's a good thing too, because look what is just laying there. It actually was calling me. I could tell. I wish they all would do that. It would make this whole shell hunting thing much easier. But this one was just sitting there. Nice, again, alphabet cone. Very cool. All right, got to check out this shark eye too. Yay! Oh, it's almost like whole. Is it whole? Oh, whole enough. Plus the blue eye thing. Oh, really cool. Shark eye and alphabet cone. Awesome. Well, what do we have here? Now this thing, it's got some oomph to it. If I had to guess, it weighs a bit, and it's obviously some sort of shell fossil, some like old scallop fossil. How cool is that? So I'm definitely going to hold on to that and put that with my special stuff. And I'm examining it. I'm like, wait a minute. I actually think I have the top and the bottom. So it's not just the top. Isn't that wicked cool? Yeah. It's old. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's seashell, like ocean related. So I am definitely holding on to that. Very cool fossil. All right. That's a piece of a horse conch. All right, let's see if perhaps we're going to find, no, it is still just a piece of a horse conch, and that's fine. Sometimes there's a very large shell attached to that little piece, and sometimes there's not. Mostly there's not, but that's okay. Always good to check it out. I am going to grab that piece of glass as soon as I get this sand dollar. It's a little purplish because when they're alive, they're a very deep, rich purple color. And, oh, sea glass. Yep, that's not garbage. That is sea glass. So awesome sea glass and awesome little sand dollar. A spiny jewel box. Now, this has been here a while. That interior can sometimes be purple. It's been probably bleached by the sun. It's been rolling around a little bit. Got spines knock off. But still, I do like those spiny jewel boxes. All right, in an effort to continue to check the upper rack lines a little more often than I normally do, I figured now seemed like a good time to check out what's going on up here. And I got rewarded. I like to call this like a toasted coconut lace murex. And a gaudy nautica. So this is a colorful moon snail, very, very related to the regular old shark eye or moon snail. But it kind of has a nickname of gaudy nautica, but it's a colorful moon snail. Here's another moon snail, but that's the shark eye. That's looking a little dry. I'm probably going to leave that here. But let's check out this paper fig. Okay, you know what? If you happen to watch my acid video, I think that is the paper fig that I tried to remove all that beach stuff from, and thinking, the bleach will take care of it. Not always. So I probably, in hindsight, would not hold on to that paper fig. That lightning milk's looking pretty good. Did you guys spy the apple murex too? There was an apple murex in that shot. First of all, albinos are awesome and cool and just very unusual. This is an albino nutmeg. It's almost perfect. It's really big. It's missing its little top, so it should have a little pointed top. Oh, that is so cool. I do love me a good albino. So hold on to that albino nutmeg. Another alphabet cone, and I know it's a little beat up, but if I hold it like so, and alphabet cones are really kind of special, so I'm going to hold on to that. And likely that shark eye too. It's good enough. Good enough. And this sea glass. Yep, good enough. Good enough there too. Yep, sea glass. Not garbage. Awesome. So I'm kind of glad. I'm glad I came up here. This little pile is, wow, it's got a bunch of good stuff here. It's a little tiny, it's okay. It's a little broken on the bottom, but another fabulous alphabet cone. Awesome. And, oh, a nutmeg. So here's a colored nutmeg. Oh, it's got some beach stuff on it, but not to worry. Most of it can kind of get picked off. Be careful. Don't just use your thumb. Give it a minute because some of that stuff can be kind of sharp. That is a nice looking nutmeg. Oh, I do love a good spiky shell. So we had seen this. This was a spiny jewel box that was a lot more rounded. This is kind of when they're in their glory, when they look like, oh, that's awesome. I do love a good spiky shell. All right, I've spent a lot of time looking down, appreciating things. I think now we should all enjoy a little beach time. And a banded tulip. The rookie shell. Remember that story? I got accused of, I was collecting banded tulips and someone said, oh, that's a rookie shell. That was a while ago, but it still cracks me up. The banded tulip is a rookie shell. That is a tinted cantharus. Neato. There are some shells I did not used to appreciate. That is one of them. I do like a good tinted cantharus. Oh. Yeah, sea glass. Yep, I'm going to go with sea glass with that, so I'm going to hold on to that. It's actually kind of a big deal to actually find sea glass down here. Our water is very gentle and it doesn't really beat up the garbage the way that some of the other beaches do. Sorry, birds, I am trying not to disturb you, but sometimes there's not a whole lot I can do. We both want to be at the same place at the same time. Oh, so many shells. Oh, lovely lettered olive. Oh, nice kind of neat pattern underneath. And then you got your letters on there. I'm going to let this just kind of roll a minute. That's a little Florida fighting conch. A little worm snail. Oh, better be a little quicker. Oh, very nice shark eye. Very cool. What else? Another olive? Oh, well, it is an olive. I am not going to hold on to that, though. And so it's so fun. I mean, I would say I do kind of pick up a lot and keep a lot. You don't get to see everything I pick up. I do kind of try to be a little, try to show you guys the good stuff. So we have a little fighting conch, a little pear whelk. Oh, I do see another shark eye. You can tell some shells, the way that they roll in the water, they have a certain way. Olives are one of them. Shark eyes are one of them. You can just kind of, they look different. They act different than the other things rolling around. Anything else? Oh, well, yeah, actually there, oh, I got rid of that mossy ark. Oh, well, we did keep that colorful moon snail. Outstanding. Oh, it's alive. I can see it kind of spilling out of its shell. Do it. No. Cannot discern anything. No, it's just squish. No head, no eyes. I just see squish. So squish will go back in the water. So he can live to squish another day. All right, there's my other tour people. So we're probably heading back to the kayaks at this point. And would you believe that? That, my friends, is an outstanding, absolutely perfect. Who cares about the shark eye? That's a true tulip, like a chocolate true tulip. It's big, it's beautiful. I never find anything like that. It's awesome. Awesome. And you know what? This is a banded tulip, but its color is just, I don't know, something about it. Something about that particular shell made me want to keep it. And then I see another banded tulip rolling around. So you'll have the orange varieties. They come in kind of different colors. I can't resist them. The banded tulip. I must have, did I see something? Why, yes, I did. I did see this alphabet cone just waiting for me to pass by. To say, hey, come with me, you beautiful seashell, you. And it feels like it's like picking up, right? All right, so this is a nutmeg, and the tide is kind of coming in. I love shelling the incoming tide because I feel like it pushes the shells in. Oh, I got grabby. I got grabby for an alphabet cone. So I just saw, I can't tell what kind of shape it's in. That takes a minute. We got to pick it up and check it out. You know what? Good enough for me. It's a little pitted. It's a little broken. It's okay. That'll be a craft shell. Hold on to that. Craft alphabet cone. Okay. Another lettered olive. Oh, nice letters on that. Got some M's and W's. Yeah, for you M's and W's, you are represented very well on those lettered olives. Oh, you're certainly pretty, aren't you? So that's another fighting conch of the beautiful orange variety. Awesome. Awesome. Another, oh, you almost got away. Be careful over the water because if you drop it, well, you just have to find it again. Another colorful moon snail. Oh, that's so pretty. Yep, I do love those. Colorful moon snails. That is one of the shells that I probably will never pass by. Look at you, you cute little horse conch. Oh, it's a great size. Beautiful shape. Delicate yellow color. Very nice. I mean, I like them when they're bright orange, but that was still really pretty. Yeah, the Murex is today. Yep. There were a whole bunch of them. At least there was collectible ones. I got to say kind of hi to a bunch of live ones. And at least there was some to collect as well. Okay, another lettered olive. Yep. And it's just shaped the way it's shaped. Shells always just kind of get jammed in that opening. And then I use a dental pick and I kind of rake them out when I get home. So this is the part of the tour when I leave and I kind of just take a look around, pinch myself again that I get to do this on a regular basis, I might add. Yep. I love living here. I love Florida. And then I get to kayak back to the marina and it's so pretty. And I just sped this up. I just wanted you to see just how pretty it really can be. It's beautiful. And then once we got back to the marina, we saw some brown pelicans. He was going to take off. Changed his mind. Cool. I love the pelicans. So I did remove a little bit of garbage from the beach. Today it was 2.2 ounces of garbage. And when I add that all together, 38.047 pounds of garbage. And I bring it down to the decimal point because I'm only taking ounces off the beach at any time. So here's all the other goodies I managed to find. So we did get some of those apple murex, which we knew. The moon snails, including the colorful moon snails. We have some of the Florida fighting conch, some of those juvenile ones. A sunray Venus clam. On top there we have some lettered olives. We have Distocenia. We have the sand dollars below. Up top, calico clams, pear whelks. We have some banded tulips, yellow prickly cockles, worm snails, Florida horse conch. Jump over to the giant Atlantic cockle, a couple of those mossy arcs, some augers, a bunch of those paper figs, which was kind of fun. Some of those are really pretty. We got some lightning whelks, some calico scallops, some bay scallops, bunch of nutmegs, including that albino, which was really cool, 2 lace murex, a bunch of those alphabet cones, 1 Florida cone, and then the other fun stuff, which would be that Atlantic pearl oyster, the hinged jingle, a couple of those tinies, the spiny jewel boxes. I love that true tulip. It is awesome. And there was another true tulip plus that banded tulip. Honestly, just all in. I loved the variety. And I did neglect to get the fossil on here, but believe me, I did hold on to that cool fossil. Patreons, thank you so very much for choosing to support me every single week. It means the world to me. And everybody else, thank you so very much for watching, coming along. If you'd like to help, by all means, if you'd like to give this video a thumbs up and I don't know, maybe subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Now, next week, we're actually going back to Keewaydin, but we're going to hit the south end of the island, which is probably the better end if you ask me. So you have yourself a great week, and I will see you again next Sunday.